All right, let's get back to this. Now, this is a fairly simple thing, but this is another 10 to 20% of all error. Jim Fleck used to say 20% of all missed golf shots happen before you ever swing. And this is so easily controllable. And the simplest thing to do, do you guys, any of you have like a swing coach or really get into it, have somebody giving you lessons, all right? All right, if you don't, I'm going to give you a basic one. I'm not a swing instructor, but I learned a few things from a swing instructor. I'll just pass on to you right now. It's really simple. Just make sure that your feet, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders are all pointing the same way. That's what alignment is. You would be surprised if you... I actually watched Vijay sing at one of these tournaments out. I think it was Snoqualmie Ridge. He's on the practice green. Now this is a guy who's won major... You guys know Vijay Singh. He's like one of the most amazing golfers of the last 20 years. He's right there with Ty. Here he is in practice, putting clubs down on the practice facility, doing the old cross thing. This is like a beginner thing that we're taught, right? He's doing this, hitting balls, practicing his alignment. This is something that top pros do that very few amateurs do. And I'm telling you, that's going to eliminate 20% of your errors. Because I'm really big on, in my pre-shot routine, I'm behind, and I've already picked my small spot. There's another optional thing in here. I'm going to put 3A. Intermediate target. Actually, that should go here. Intermediate target. 5 feet, we'll say. I'm all about drawing lines. In my pre-shot routine, you want to have a line, a direction of travel. And you can kind of see it. And this is why Vijay Singh puts these, and a lot of pros put these clubs on the ground. So they can start training their mind to see their line. And then they square their feet up to it, their hips, their shoulders. And now you've just eliminated all kinds of problems. Because you've gone behind here. Here's what I mean by intermediate target. I didn't even tell you. That's where, let's say, this is where my ball is going to be. Here's my ball. About, some of you might have heard this, about 12 to 18 inches. You pick something or other, a little brown patch in the grass, right? And you focus on that while you're standing over the ball. So it does two things for you. It helps you draw the line between your final target and your ball. And when I stand behind here, I'm kind of lining all these things up. And there's some pros who actually put their bag right in that same line to help them draw that line. So when they're standing over their ball like this, they can see the bag there, they can see their intermediate target there, and they can see their final target. So now you got this line. Does that make sense? You're trying to draw this target line. You're trying to see it in your mind. It would be nice if, you know, like in the football shows where they put the line that superimposes over the grass, the first down line. It would be nice. That's what you want to try to do in your mind. And then line up all your body parts according to that line. You do that as a habit every single time, I promise you will drop 5 strokes over time once you get really good at it. And it's part of your pre-shot routine and you never fail at it. So this is like easy, quick stroke reduction techniques that you can do like tomorrow. Just put it in your pre-shot routine, do it without fail. Does that make sense? Who will do it now? This is the thing. I've told my own kid this stuff, and he's like, yeah, okay, Dad, y'all do it. Sure, y'all do the pre-shot routine. You know, 4 months later, so how's your pre-shot routine? How many seconds does it take you to do it? I'm not really doing it. I haven't really timed it. Okay, let me know when you want to actually get better at golf. You know, 4 months later, how you doing? How's your scores? Well, I haven't really improved. This is like last year, right? 4 months later, Dad, I'm ready to actually start scoring. It's so funny. You got to learn the hard way. No, just do it. All right, I'll stop preaching. It's so funny. Us human beings are so funny. You know, sometimes we just have to learn the hard way. All right, so that's target. The intermediate target is picking something. Once again, reviewing 12 to 18 inches, and it helps you draw the line. And you square your body up. That's all there is to it. Now we're going to talk about the swing key. All right. Does anybody have a swing key? You know what that means? Yeah, you got one?
Swing thought?
Yeah.
For me, it's just like, relax, because I get tense, so I'm over the wall, so I just think, relax, and then in the past I've gotten like too loose and just kind of lackadaisical, so I just thought relax and then swing it.
Nice. Relax and swing. Good. Good. All right, so swing key is just one thing you're going to think about just before you actually swing. One thing that you know is the one thing you need to do that is going to improve your odds of a great swing. That's it. It doesn't even have to be a swing key. It could be a confidence key. You know, it could be a focus key. It doesn't really matter. It's something they're going to do right before you putt, right before you chip, right before you do anything. And you're doing it in the pre-shot routine. Okay? Now, so I think I erased the big three here, the compartments. There's personal. I don't need to teach anybody how to be personal. Everybody knows how to do that. Then there's the pre-shot routine, which is the analytical. And then there's the actual swing, which is the intuitive. All right. Big key. This one is this is how you're gonna get trusting your swing. This is my key. Right before I swing, you want to have another trigger, another something. I just do a little words to myself. And what you're doing is you're going to be sending a signal to tell your unconscious mind, all right, go ahead and do it. You do it. I'm just going to check out here and let you do the swinging. Okay, so we've already told it what we wanted to do by picking the target and lining up everything and setting everything up for a great shot. Right? Now we're going to trust it to do it. Now here's the way to actually make that happen. That's better than just saying, I trust you to do it, go do it, which is just the beginning of things. Here's what you do. Right when you start your swing, as soon as you pull it back, you start singing a song or saying a sentence to yourself that has nothing to do with golf. So what do we do? What are we doing there? We're checking our conscious mind out. We're getting our conscious mind out of the way, the thinking mind. There's no need for a thinking mind when you're swinging. That's what screws up your swing. Your thinking mind trying to control the swing. It can't do it. Does everybody know how to ride a bike? Right. Do you have to think about how to move your muscles and how to... No, it just all happens automatically. You want to golf, swing, putt, chip, like you ride a bike, automatically. So getting on your bike and saying, thinking to yourself, just go, is the same as picking a target and saying, hit it there. It's the same thing. We want to golf like we ride a bike. So when we bring our club back, I have a favorite song that I sing out in my head. Two of them. One, when I shot my subpar round. And you guys ever heard of a band from the 90s? Probably not. I'm so old school here. Called The Cult. Ever heard of It's a hard rock band. Anyway, I got this one song from The Cult that's in my head because that day that I shot my best round, that was a song that I listened to right before I went on the course. And I listened to it on purpose because it had a great rhythm. Boom, 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 boom. The whole round, every time I swung the club or I putted or chipped, I started singing. Do, 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 do. While I'm in the midst of it. Now, in the beginning, this is going to be a little tricky for you. I would recommend you do this on the practice range. Practice doing this before you do it in competition. This is how you're going to teach yourself to trust. Because you're going to give your mind something to do that's not golf related. You're going to occupy your thinking mind. Self-one, there has no place in the golf swing. You want to get it out of there. And the best way to do that is to give it something to do. So, Sam Snead was asked a long time ago, and I'm sure many golfers since then have been asked, so what do you think about when you swing? Anybody have an answer for that? What do you think about when you swing? Nothing. Nothing? What do you think about when you swing? All right. Good. Well, when you're thinking about nothing, you're doing it right. That's difficult many times. Many times in the midst of it, stuff gets in your way. That's your interference. So to guarantee nothing golf-related gets in there and injects problems into your swing and moves your muscles the wrong way, give it something to do and you'll always be successful. It's not so easy to think about nothing. Sometimes we can do it and sometimes we can't. And I promise you, when you make mistakes, when you choke, it's going to be because of alignment or because you did not connect your unconscious mind and tell it what to do. You did not make the connection. You're trying to make it happen with your thinking mind, which is very inconsistent. Or you didn't trust your swing to do it, which is the same thing as this. Connect. That's why I put trust over there. That's the third part of that. Is this making sense? Starting to come together a little bit? Am I blowing your mind?